Hello. I am a chatbot that can provide you with information regarding a Pokémon. I can provide you with quick info, or I can even take you to a website. First, say the name of the Pokémon you would like to know more about.
Bulbasaur.
What would you like to know about Bulbasaur? Please say Cerebi, Picolytics, or quick info.
Cerebi.
I will take you to Cerebi's page for Bulbasaur. Would you like to keep chatting?
Yes.
Push the Enter key when you are ready to continue. Please say the name of a Pokémon.
Snorlax.
What would you like to know about Snorlax? Please say Cerebi, Picolytics, or quick info.
Picolytics.
I will take you to Picolytics. Would you like to keep chatting?
Sure.
Push the Enter key when you are ready to continue. Please say the name of a Pokémon.
Pidgey.
What would you like to know about Pidgeot? Please say Cerebi, Picolytics, or quick info.
Quick info.
Pidgey is normal, flying. It has the abilities Keen Eye, Tangled Feet, Big Pecs. It has the following base stats: 40 HP, 45 attack, 40 defense, 35 special attack, 35 special defense, 56 speed. Weaknesses: Electric, 2x, Ice, 2x, Rock, 2x. Resistances: Grass, 0.5x, Bug, 0.5x. Immunities: Ground, 0, Ghost, 0. That is all of the info I have for Pidgeot. Would you like to keep chatting?
Nope.
I will let you go now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you a cool little chatbot I built for obtaining Pokemon information. I received some comments in my Pokemon AI video wishing that I had done a better job explaining the program, so I'll try to do a better job of explaining in this video.
Make sure to like this video, because if you don't, then I will cry.
Before we go further, please make sure to drop a like, because I don't want to deal with a crying chatbot all day. By the way, I don't even have a name for it. What should I call it? How about the big guy?
How about the viewers leave their name suggestions in the comments down below?
That's a great idea. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you think I should call this chatbot. Remember though, let's keep the naming PG. Okay, maybe we can go up to PG-13. Anyway, let's dive into how this works. First, I will show you how the text-to-speech portion of the program works. So I've opened up a Jupyter notebook here, and I'll just show you how you can create a function that will that'll take in your text and then speak in a robot voice. It's actually pretty simple to do in Python. So first we just need to import a package. So this package is pyttsx3. I think it stands for something like Python text-to-speech. I don't know what the x3 is. Anyway, so we can just run that cell. So now we have that package. Now what we'll do is we'll create a function, and what this function will do, it will take in text that we provide and then just say it. So we can do that real fast. So we'll just make a function, and we'll call it speak text, and it'll take in one argument, text, which will be the text that will provide it. So we need to first initialize an engine. So we'll say text to speech equals pytt, just the name of the package we imported, .init, so that will initialize it. Then another step we can do, we don't have to do this, but we'll do it, is we'll set the speed of how fast our robot will talk. So again, we can just do text to speech. I'll be lazy and use autocomplete. Dot set property, more autocomplete. We'll set the rate to, we'll set to 200. And now, in order to get the robot to actually say what we want to say, just include these last couple lines. So text to speech, say text, and then, text to speech, run, and wait. We're not returning anything in this function, so we'll just say return none. Okay, so there's our function. We'll run that cell, so now we have our function. So let's create a string of text, so we'll just call it MSG, short for message. Actually, no, we'll call it text. And we'll just say, hello there. And then we'll have our function, speak text, text. So now let's run this.
Hello there.
And there you go, it's that simple. Now, what we can do is we can slow down the rate at which it's talking at, and sometimes it's pretty funny. So let's go from 200 to 50, run that cell again, update the function, and now let's run this cell again.
Hello there.
Yeah, so as you can see, it was a lot slower. So let's, before we move on to some other parts, let's actually just see how some of these Pokemon sound.
Dragapult, Colossal, Urshifu, Rillaboom, Incineroar, Molders.
And there you go. Those are just some of the names of Pokemon. So now we'll move on to the next part I like to explain. So now I'm going to go over the speech to text recognition part. So I've already inputted the code this time instead of typing that out like I did in the previous section just to save some time. So the first thing you might notice here is that I just have a separate file for my Google Cloud API credentials because I'm using a Google Cloud service for getting the speech to text recognition. And in this case, I have like a really big free trial. And then this service also has like a free tier where I think it's something along the lines of you can use up to 60 minutes of like speech to text conversion for free per month. And then if you go beyond 60 minutes, then you have to like pay for every 15 seconds or something like that. But anyway, I'll have a link for more info for that Google Cloud service in the description. So what I'm doing right here in this first cell is I'm just reading in. I have a separate file where I just have like a silly function that just reads in my Google API credentials. I don't want to show that here, so that's why I'm sort of hiding it. So we'll just run that. And now we need to import this package called speech_recognition. I'm just going to give it the name speech_rec. And then I have a function here that it'll read in my Google API credentials. And what this function is going to do is just simply take what we say, send it to Google, and then return that text back to us. So yeah, here's a small little function. So in this first step, we're just initializing the recognizer. And then what we're doing is with our microphone as the source of our audio, we're going to have our microphone listen to what we say. And then after that, we're going to use the Google Cloud service to convert our speech to text and then return that text back to us. So we'll run this cell and now we'll try it. Hello. It takes a little bit of time, but as you can see, it got back hello. We can try a couple other things too. Hello there. Hello there. And then lastly, how are you doing? And there's that. I don't know why there's this extra space here, but we can always edit that later on. So let's see if it's good at recognizing Pokemon names. So we'll try a few. Pikachu. Oh, nice, it got it. Charizard. Oh, okay. But some names might be harder for it to understand than others. Like Meowth. See, it caught Meowth as just meow. So what we're going to want to do is use this Python package called Fuzzy Wuzzy. And what Fuzzy Wuzzy allows us to do is match strings, so it can we can have a string, and in this case our string is provided by Google from what we said, and then match it to a list of like predetermined strings, in this case Pokemon names, to make sure we get the right Pokemon name. So what I'm doing here in this cell is I'm going to import the pandas library because I'm going to read in a file that has all the Pokemon names. And then in a separate file, I called it fuzzy functions. I have a function in that file, and then what we'll do is it will take in it'll take in a string. So in this case, it's like what we said, and then it will match it to one of the preset Pokemon names we have. And one of the inputs for a later on function is this list of Pokemon names. That's what I'm doing here with this Pokecan. It's a list that has the input for this special multi-slot mapper poke function. So we'll run that. So now we'll change, can't scroll. We'll change this function a little bit. I added this line here where I'm saying Pokemon. We're going to assign it to the output of multi-slot mapper poke, and that function is going to take in the text that Google gives back to us, the list of Pokemon names, and then a threshold for how strong we want the match to be. And then this right here, these last two parts where I have like the 0 and Pokemon name, we're just using that to get the specific Pokemon name. And then lastly, what I want to return is, because in this case, I'm curious to see what Google initially provides us, and then also what the Pokemon is. So let's run this cell. And now we're going to run our me speak function, and we're going to try some things. Charizard. So as you can see, very good. It got Charizard, and the only thing that we got rid of was the extra space here. So let's try a few other ones. Snorlax. Again, very good. Spelled it correctly, just has an extra space. What about if a Pokemon has 2 words in its name, like the Tapus? Tapu Fini. And see, originally, this is how Google originally returned. The Tapu wasn't capitalized, the T wasn't capitalized in Tapu, and there's an extra space. And we map that to Tapu Fini with both words capitalized. Tapu Lele. And, a similar instance here. So what about the Meowth that we had before? Because Meowth just returned meow. Meowth. So see, Google still returned the meow, but we were able to map that meow to the proper name Meowth. So yeah, that's just, this is the part that we did for the text-to-speech, and this was especially helpful. The fuzzy matching was useful for making sure that we could take our input and properly match it to a Pokemon name. So for the GUI, I'm just reading in information that I have in this Excel file here. So I created an Excel file where I have, all the Pokemon, their types, their abilities, and then their base stats, the HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. In the quick info portion, I also have information about weaknesses, resistance, and immunities. That's not here in this file. For that, I wrote separate functions that determine that information. So yeah, not to anything, super out of the ordinary for the quick info GUI section. Okay, so the last major part that I'd like to explain is the web browsing feature, where the bot takes you to the Pokemon's page either on Cerebi or Pikalytics. So let's take a look at Cerebi first. So we can just look at the URL here. This is the URL for Snorlax. Let's look at the URL for some other Pokemon. So Abra, Absol, Aerodactyl. So if we notice that these URLs, it seems like the only difference is this highlighted text here, which is simply the name of the Pokemon. But what if the Pokemon's name has a space in it, like the Tapu's? So let's look at a couple of those. So let's look at Tapu Bulu. Okay, so the URL, it looks like they just removed the space. So Tapu Bulu just appears as one word. What about Tapu Fini? Okay, it's similar. Again, Tapu Fini all just says one word. Now, what about Pikalytics? So this is Urshifu's page on Pikalytics. Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary except it says Urshifu at the end. What about Tapu Fini? Okay, so yeah, again, the URL looks the same. It's just the end has Tapu Fini, and also if we pay attention, Tapu Fini, it looks like the space is replaced with the %20 without Regieleki. Okay, again, it's the same URL, except it ends with /Regieleki, Kartana, and again, same but /Kartana. So using this information, we can use Python to take us to these specific pages. So, and this is actually pretty simple to do. First, simply import the web browser package. Next, I have a little function that I wrote here to take us to either Pikalytics or Cerebi. And it takes in two inputs, the name of a Pokemon, and that's going to be a string, and then also a website, that's another string. So first what we need to do is the Pokemon name, because keep in mind, this was from before when we were translating the Pokemon's name from Google and it was coming back, capital letters. We're going to make the names lowercase. For some reason, when I was playing around with this before, I was running into issues when using capitalized letters in the URL. So to be safe, we're just keeping it all lowercase. So if the website that the user provides is Pikalytics, we just need to replace in the Pokemon's name any spaces with %20. And then we can create this URL, which is simply the Pikalytics URL, but at the end of this string, we're reading in our Pokemon that we provide. That's why you see this curly braces Pokemon and that there's an F right before this string. Now, if we choose Cerebi instead of Pikalytics, instead of replacing any spaces with %20, we're just deleting them. And then once you've renamed the Pokemon so that there's no spaces, the URL is simply the Cerebi URL, similar format to the Pikalytics one, except it's, cerebi.net/Pokedex-SWSH/ and then Pokemon. And again, we're reading in the Pokemon from before. And at the beginning of the function, we've already made it in lowercase. And then I also just added this little thing where if the user doesn't enter either Pikalytics or Cerebi, the function just says, okay, enter either Pikalytics or Cerebi, and ends the function, then you gotta start it over again. And then this last line is the part of the code that actually opens up the web page, just, webbrowser.open_, and then, URL. I'm not returning anything in this function. So now let's try a couple of these. So first, let's go to Tapu Koko's page on Cerebi. So as you can see, I'm saying Pokemon Send that to Tapu Koko and then website to Cerebi. Oh, I forgot to run the function first. So let's run that cell. There you go. Okay, now it should work. Okay, so see, now we're at Tapu Koko's Cerebi page. So yep, here's its page on Cerebi. Got, you know, the moves it learns, the TMs, etc. You can scroll down. There's its basic stats, etc. So now let's try Peakalytics. Yep, and here's Tapu Koko's page on Peakalytics. We can see its monthly rank in doubles Battle Stadium. We can also see the moves it has. And then, you know, how often certain items are given to it. Or actually, I'm not entirely sure if this monthly rank is specifically for doubles or if it's for all Battle Stadium, both singles and doubles. But anyway, so there's the Peakalytics page for Tapu Koko. Let's try just a few other ones. So let's do Snorlax. Here's Snorlax's page on Peakalytics. What about on Cerebi? And here's Snorlax's page on Cerebi. So yeah, this is how the chatbot is able to take you to the specific page of a Pokemon on either Cerebi or Peakalytics. That's going to do it for this chatbot video. What did you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, drop a name suggestion for this chatbot. If you like seeing chatbots applied to video games, make sure to leave a like on this video to show your support. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and turn on all notifications so you can stay up to date with more of my projects. Also, I apologize in advance to any software engineering purists that were disappointed in my coding practices. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.